So good morning, everyone. Glad to see your faces. Happy Friday. It's Judith. It's a 1-hour gentle Kripalu yoga class. Welcome, welcome. If you've been here for years and years, if you're new today, welcome. Glad to see everyone here. So a quick run through of what we use in this class: a mat. You can substitute a mat with a blanket or a beach towel on a padded surface. Maybe a couple of blocks. So substitute with a couple of canned goods of equal size and weight, I think works the best. This is a rolled up towel I use as a bolster, and I have a pad for my knees here, but you could get cushions from the sofa or the bed. Here again, yoga strap. And if you don't have an official strap, you could use a scarf or a dog leash or a belt or a bathrobe tie. All of that works. Optional items would be hand weights. This is just a set of 1-pounders. I'd recommend nothing heavier than 2-pounders for this class. And last but not least, a chair. So this is a standard kind of folding metal chair. It's got some upholstery on it. It's got some wide legs, so you have a nice stable base. And preferably no arms and absolutely no wheels. We don't want people rolling off, into the next room. So if you've got a chair, that's great. We can use this for balance standing. You could use a wall for balance if you have an available wall. If you'd like to have some support or security, you could be near a wall or a piece of furniture that doesn't move. So if whatever's being offered, as you know, if it doesn't work for your body this morning, you can modify. You could do something else. You could do another posture, or you could skip it altogether. So just bear that in mind. Listen to what the mind and the body are saying, and all should be well. And I will be available for questions, of course, after class. So let's just start with the legs a little bit wider, maybe about shoulder width apart. And we'll just start swinging those arms like empty coat sleeves. A nice, gentle way to warm up the body without violence. And it's a mild balance challenge as well. So you're twisting, you're looking over the shoulder to the wall behind you, giving a squeeze to the spine. So we're squeezing out stale blood, chi, life force, and breathing in fresh. And if you want to lift that opposite heel as you twist in the opposite direction, that's also an option. A very mild balance challenge here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep twisting, but now we're going to tap here on the torso, the front of the body, and that backhand is going to tap up by the kidneys. You can reach up there by the kidneys. You're still twisting the spine. You're still looking over the shoulders to the wall behind you. Standing tall, big, deep, full breaths for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's unwind slowly here, very slowly. Maybe making soft fists with the hands. And let's just start tapping on the pelvic girdle here, those pelvic bones you can identify. That's where those muscles are going to go down into the quads. So we're stimulating there. And we're also going to go now to the side, the hips. And let's go back to the bum. So while we're here, back here by the bum, giving it a nice tap, and then up by the kidneys, tapping if that's available. And then coming down the side of the body, let's go ahead and tap the outside of the legs. This could be a soft fist. It could be the flat of the hand. Coming up the inside of the leg, the yin meridian, and we're back to the hips. So little taps on the hips here. You're standing tall, the shoulders drop away from the ears, crown of head floats up to sky. Let's go ahead and go to the side, getting those side hips, side thighs. And you're also going to go back and attend to the bum. Oh, yes. And then up by the kidneys. Oh, yeah. And then down the side, the outer, the yang meridian, down the outside of the legs. Coming up the yin meridian, the inside of the legs. And one more time, we'll do this whole procedure, tapping the hip bones, and then getting over to the side body, the hips and the outer thighs, and then moving around to the bum. This is a good way to wake up in the morning. Yes, and then up by the kidneys. Okay. And then down the sides of the legs. Down, back and up the inside of the legs. And now from here, we're going to just start tapping right in the center of the chest. The fingertips can be just loose, or you can make your little bird fists and tap on your thymus that governs immunity. And we're just waking that gland up. And you can go up and down the front of the body here, waking things up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's bring that down to stillness now. Let's shake out the arms. We're going to work on shoulders today and arms. So we're rotating this humerus bone into the socket here, thereby generating, we're manufacturing our own synovial fluid here. The fluid doesn't get generated until you move the joints. So we're busy moving our joints for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Now coming to stillness, the feet could maybe be about hip distance apart, maybe about shoulder width apart. Knees will be soft. Inhale up, stretch your arms to the sky. Exhale, press the arms down by the side of the body. Inhale up, bigger stretch to sky. Exhale, press it down. I'm modifying on my one side because of an injury. You can do the same if that's appropriate. 2 more, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's stretch up to the sky now. See if you can keep the chest square to the front of your space. Imagine those feet rooting down into the center of the earth, crown of head floating up to sky. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then the arms are going to come out to the side. Palms could face the floor. And maybe the legs want to go slightly wider, but maybe they don't. Let's just shift the ribs over to the right. So you're isolating the ribs, coming back to center, sliding the ribs to the left. So see if you can just isolate the rib cage. Again, we're stimulating those internal organs that are working, 24/7. So, big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let's come back to center. Again, only the ribs move. So you're tilting to the right with the ribs. Arms are fixed. Come back to center. Tilt to the left. Oh, yes. So we're like a little human teeter-totter here. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Arms remain just as they are. Let's bend the elbows now so that the palms come in toward to the chest. Palms can face the earth. You're going to squeeze the blades together, exhaling, inhaling, coming back forward. Inhale, exhale. Give it a squeeze. Inhale and exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming, just letting the arms unwind slowly, slowly. Very nice. Let's shake this out. Now, if you want to add weights here, that's an option. Weights are optional. So if you don't have them or don't want to use them, it's no problem. So from here, I've got either no weight or one weight in each hand. The palms face the midline. We're going to roll the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. See if you can slide the blades down the back of the body. Shoulders drop away from ears. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1, and go the other direction. Nice and slow. Try not to race through them. Oh. Sighing, moaning, groaning is allowed since we're all muted. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming to stillness, no weight or one weight in each hand. So the palms still face the midline. Exhale, right fist into right armpit. Come back to center. Exhale, left fist into left armpit. Come back to center. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Oh boy. Coming back to neutral. Palms turn to face the back wall, or in fact the thighs perhaps. Exhale, right arm up to shoulder height only. Inhale, take it down. Exhale, left arm up to shoulder height only. Exhale, take it down. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You might want to keep alternating or try 2 together. For 4, slow it down. 3, 2, 1. Let's re-elevate the arms. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Palms face the earth. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's come back down to neutral. Let's take the feet a little bit wider apart. The toes can point out 30 to 45 degrees. Knees will track over toes. And then from here, you might want to place the fists in the hip crease with either no weight or one weight. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, straighten the legs. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. The torso stays upright. 2, stay down on 1. Little pumps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay down on 1. Arms come in front. Palms face the midline. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's stay up on 1. Legs are straight. Little pumps. Palms face the earth. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Lower the arms slowly as you resist gravity. Go ahead and maybe grab some water. Right now, I'm going to use this opportunity to clear nasal passages. Okay. No weight or one weight in each hand. We'll continue like this. The feet, I'd say, are about shoulder width apart. Maybe the toes slightly point out. Too much, not too much. Bend the knees. Tilt the torso forward maybe 20 degrees. No weight or one weight in each hand. The palms face the ceiling as you lift those arms. So I'll do this in profile. So the idea is to never let the arms go lower than the bum. You keep the arms up. Abdominals are engaged here as you pump the straight arms up to the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raise up those arms. Palms now face the midline. You're going to pulse the arms towards the midline for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Arms come to stillness, come down by the side of the body, legs straighten up. Very, very nice. Let's go ahead and lose the weights. If you have a strap, you could use a strap now. And if you don't, the best option would be to just put the hand behind the back of the thigh. So just modify, improvise as you need. I'm going to use a strap here. I'm going to loop it around the ball of the left foot. And then I'm taking both ends of the strap on the inside of that left leg. So for here, we're going to shift the weight into that right leg. Let's start with just bending the knee. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Very simple. We'll do 4 of those. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Leg comes down. You're still shifting the weight to the right leg. Now you're going to swing this left leg forward and back, forward and back for 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 more if you can stand it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Arms, I'm sorry, foot and leg comes down. Let's go to the other side. You could be near your chair, your wall, your piece of furniture. Now I'm looping this strap around the ball of the right foot. And here again, if you don't have a strap, you can take the back of the thigh, not the knee, and extend and support your back of the thigh that way. So now the weight is going to shift to the left leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bending, straightening for 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Coming back to neutral. You're still going to shift the weight into the left leg. Now it's a straight swing with the leg. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, or as many as you can manage. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then that foot comes down. You can lose the strap. Very nice. Let's go ahead and have the strap nearby. Maybe have a block nearby as well. I'm going to take the chair farther back so you can see. Oh, okay, here we are. Let's go ahead and before we sit down, you can grab either a block or maybe your weights. You might want to do that or not. I'm standing here on more what you'd call the floor, and I'm going to put my heels up here on this mat, which is a particularly thick mat. This is a way just to stretch out the hamstrings. So if you've got a mat and you want to fold it over and place the heels there, that's fine. No weight or one weight in each hand. It's going to be inhale down. See if you can get as far down as you can. Exhale, lift. This is called a dead drop. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Very nice. And then coming from here to standing, and you're going to slowly descend onto your seat of your chair. You're going to sit more in the front of the seat of the chair than the back of the chair. Let's take the legs wide. I'm placing the weights to the side here. Right arm can press into right thigh presses into right arm. An isometric press going on here. Floating that top left arm up to the sky while you keep the chest square to the front of your space for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then pausing little circles with that top left arm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then coming slowly down. And then just pausing in the middle. Just taking a few breaths here in the center, noticing what the right side of the body feels like and the left side of the body. They may not feel the same. Now, left forearm presses into left thigh presses into left forearm. Inhale up with top right arm. Chest stays square to the front of your space. Fingertips reach to the sky for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little circles with that top arm. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. That's coming down to center, slowly resisting gravity as you drop the arm. Very nice. Legs will stay wide. And you're going to tilt your pelvis and your torso forward. So crown of head still lines up with tailbone. It's just like straight like a diving board. And that torso is going to be more or less parallel to the earth. From here, you're going to migrate the right shoulder over to the left knee. Left forearm could rest on that left thigh. You're pressing into the right thigh with the hand. The thigh presses into the hand. So you're in a seated twist. We're looking over the left shoulder. You're doing that isometric press on the right. Breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back through center. Left shoulder migrates over to right knee. It's not going to get there. Meanwhile, left hand presses into left thigh presses into left hand. Now we're in a seated twist looking over the right shoulder. You've got the isometric press going on the left. For 8, squeeze those abdominals. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Nice and slow. Let's go ahead and take the hands on the thighs as you press yourself upright. Nice and slow. No rush to get there. Now we're going to turn to face the right on your chair. This is why we don't want arms, you see. Okay? So we're going to take that right arm. The fingertips are going to scan the horizon. The left hand can grab the outside of the right thigh as you twist, twist, twist to the right. And then the back arm is going to eventually wrap around the back of the chair. That's going to give you more leverage in your seated twist here. So you've got your left hand outside of the right thigh. You're looking over the right shoulder in your seated twist. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Slightly unwind, but don't come all the way out of it. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then slowly unwinding it. No rush to get there. Let's come back to center. And now we're going to face the left. So turning to the left. Your right hand grabs the outside of the left thigh. Right hand grabs outside of left thigh. The left arm is straight. The fingertips scan the horizon. You're twisting to the left now. And you're going to come to a sticking point eventually. This side might feel different than the other side. Now that back arm can wrap around the back of the chair. It's going to give you more leverage as you do your little squeezes here. Let's stay right here for now for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slightly release, but not completely. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Inhale, slightly release. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And then coming back to neutral, coming back slowly to center, no rushing to get there, nice and easy. We'll stay in the chair for this. And for this, you can either use no weight, 1 weight, or 2 weights. Sitting in the chair. So from here, we'll start with the weights in the left hand and just drop that left arm straight down like you're going to drop those weights or imaginary weights. You don't have to use weights. It could be nothing in there. And we're just going to let that arm stretch out, okay? So let's just circle the weights or the arm, whether you've got weights or not, just to stretch out that arm out of the shoulder girdle. And then we're going to circle the other way. And then gradually bring that to stillness. We're going to inhale, arm is straight, exhale, draw it back like you're pulling a bow and arrow. Inhale, drop, exhale, draw it away. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it back on 1. Here, you're going to pump the arm for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arm is going to stay here. You're going to, forearm is going to be perpendicular to the upper arm, making a right angle. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm modifying on this side. 4, 3, 2, and you don't have to, right? 1. Very nice. Arm is straight. You're going to just half rainbow arc all the way down on the left side of the body. Oh, yeah. Let's shake out that arm. Return to that humorous movement. Just getting that whole side of that shoulder girdle loose. Now you're going to take no weight, 1 weight, or 2 weights in the right hand. Left forearm can rest on the left thigh. You're going to just let this arm just stretch out. Let the weight of the arm, if you've got weights in there, that'll help draw it out. Let's circle that arm now. Just little circles here. Again, pumping synovial fluid into the shoulder girdle. And then you're going to circle the other way. Big full breaths. Nice and easy. And then slowly, slowly coming to stillness. Inhale, sitting up. Exhale, you're pulling back your bow and arrow. Inhale, drop. Exhale, draw it back. Let's do 8. For as many as you can manage. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it back on 1. Little pumps with that bent elbow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the arm is going to make a right angle. No weight, one weight or two weights in that hand. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, sitting tall, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm is straight, half rainbow arc as you descend slowly. You're resisting the gravity, resisting the gravity. Very nice. And then just shake everything out. The weights can go bye-bye for now. Let's go ahead and turn again to the right in the chair. Now for this one, you can either use your hand or a strap. We're going to take this front butt cheek, and it's going to be halfway on and halfway off the chair. If you want to use a strap, you can loop it around the shin bone and draw the leg back. Or if you want to use a hand, you can grab the shin, the ankle, or the top of that foot, and you're going to draw it back behind you while you're sitting tall as much as possible. The back arm is supporting you. I've wrapped it around the back of the chair. You're pressing the foot into the hand into the foot. You're also opening up that left shoulder, breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that leg and foot. Oh, slowly come back to center. Oh, yes. And here again, if it's a difficult thing to grab with your hand, use a strap. I'll grab the strap this time. I'm wrapping it around the top of the foot. I'm going to draw it back behind me. And now that back arm is wrapped around the back of the chair, so I can pull that leg back farther, as far as I can get it, for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it slowly, slowly. Very nice. Oh, and then unwrapping yourself from your strap. And then let's go ahead and return to sitting close to the front of the seat of the chair. As long as we're here, you can stack 2 hands right over the heart center, or you might want to just interlock your thumbs, spread the fingers wide, and that gets placed over the heart center. That's Eagle Mudra in yoga. Feet are flat, feet are hip distance apart. We're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So not using your hands or arms. For 8, 7, at your own pace. You don't have to go at my pace. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's come up one more time. Let's hover this time. That's it, all the way down. Little pumps here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Legs come straight. Unwrap the arms and the hands. Shake everything out. Legs and arms. Let's go ahead and move the chairs off to the side. The blocks can go to the narrow end of the mat. And we're going to go down onto the earth. So you're going to get there any way you can. Oh, I'm not sure we have new people today, but if you want to use the chair, use the chair. Quickly do that. You're going to grab the sides of the chair. You're going to make sure it's stable. The back legs are supported, maybe where the wall meets the baseboard. Weight goes in arms. Leg comes down, legs there. You're on the earth. Getting back up, same thing, side of chair, maybe forearms on the seat of the chair. Assist one leg forward. Back toes are tucked. Weight is in arms. Inhale, exhale, lifting the bum, and the feet come under the seat of the chair, and you rise up slowly to avoid any kind of dizziness or head rush. So that's how you'd use the chair to get on the earth. So, facing the narrow end of the mat, inhale up, swan dive forward, exhale, inhale up, exhale forward. 2 more, lifting and folding. This time we stay down. Hands come to mat or blocks. If the hands don't come to the earth, blocks bring the floor up closer. We're in a standard forward fold, Uttanasana. Let's micro bend the knees left and right. Here you can let the head hang. You're engaging the abdominals for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come to stillness. Hands come to mat or blocks. Inhale. Exhale, stepping back into downward facing dog. The body's in a triangle shape. Chest pressing close to the thighs. Bicycle pedal the heels. Wag your dog tail. Walk your dog for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come to stillness. Knees float down to the earth. It could be big toes together, knees wide apart, press into child pose. Or you could have the thighs in parallel. So you're going to press the hips back towards the heels. Forehead might be on the earth. If it's not on the earth, you could stack your palms, rest forehead there, fists, rest there, or take one of your blocks if you have one, and rest the forehead there. Arms could be straight in front of you, perhaps, but perhaps not. Maybe they're by the legs. And once you've gotten your child's pose, micro movements, east and or not. Side for 4, 3, 1. Very nice. And then pressing up into your neutral table from here. So this is where I like to pad my knees with my extra little squishy mat. It's just nice to give a little extra attention to the knees because they like to, break down pretty easily. So we're not going to let them do that. Hips over knees, shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists, fingers spread wide. Let's just pound the tops of the feet for now. Nice little drumming session for 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet come to stillness. Hands come to the upper corners of the narrow end of the mat. Let's start circling the hips. Big circles with the hips. You might want to do this with your forearms on the mat. That's also an option. Big full breaths, circling those hips, and then going the other direction when you find the opportunity. Nice and easy. Breathing. And let's come back now to neutral table. Hips over knees, shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists, fingers spread wide. Let's extend the left arm. I'm not mirroring you. Inhale, extend the left arm. Exhale, thread it underneath the right armpit as that round part of the skull hits the mat. This is going to be an active thread the needle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread that arm under the right armpit. Lifting and threading. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the arm threaded now. You're going to just gently place the round part of the skull on the mat. You're not going to stress your neck. So you've got your left arm, it's stretching to the side wall. The fingertips reach to the side wall. Let's go ahead and just stretch here for threading the needle. If you want to extend one leg back, I'm extending my right leg back, tucking the toes. The pelvis stays squared to the mat for 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee comes back down to earth. Unwind the left arm. Let's come back to center. Before we do the other side, let's do some cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, spread the sits bones wide. Exhale, arch and squeeze, navel to spine, like a Halloween cat. Inhale, drop belly. Exhale, arch and squeeze. Focus your attention on the spine. Inhale, oxygen, squeezing. Exhale, pumping oxygen and blood into those vertebrae, into the spongy discs between the vertebrae. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And then coming back to your neutral table, this time extending right arm to the side. Inhale. Exhale as you thread that arm underneath the left armpit. Inhale, float right arm to the side. Exhale, thread it underneath the armpit. Lifting and pressing. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. And that arm stays threaded. The round part of the skull hits the mat, but you're protecting the neck. And if you want to extend the left leg, you can do that or not. The side might feel different. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Unthreading, knee comes to earth, unthreading that arm, coming back to your neutral table, and maybe some more hip circles here might be in order, just to get everything recalibrated. Very nice. Whew. And then coming to stillness, let's go ahead and find our way to sitting. You might want to sit on a folded blanket or towel or a cushion or two here. That might be nice. Or not. You can choose. Sitting on a folded blanket or towel helps tilt the pelvic bowl forward, so you're not like slumping back. It just encourages the pelvic bowl to just tilt forward. Let's go ahead and take the soles of the feet together. And let's keep the legs long, like a diamond shape. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, cascade over. So let's just pause here. Maybe micro movements are in order. Maybe it's just a static press. Let the right hand grab the outside of the left ankle. The left hand wraps around either to sacrum or opposite hip crease, looking over your left shoulder. We're in a forward fold here, twisting for 4, 3, 2, 1, unwinding slowly. Now the left hand grabs the outside of the right ankle. Left hand grabs outside of right ankle. And now the right hand is going to come around the body, maybe to sacrum, maybe to opposite hip crease. You're looking over your right shoulder. You might say hello to your knee and thigh here. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Unwinding slowly. And then look, floating the torso upright very slowly. And you're going to draw the feet closer in towards your body into a full-blown Baddha Konasana, which is bound angle pose. The soles of the feet still kiss. You can tuck your elbows into the soft part of the thigh, the inner thigh. You're sitting tall as you're going to rock side to side, opening up those hip creases, the hips that get nice and tight from too much sitting, computerizing, whatever it is. Big full breaths for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. And let's come to stillness. If it's available, and here you might want to have your blocks handy. I'm going to grab mine. or rolled towels or cushions or whatever. If you can come into easy pose, Sukhasana, that would be wonderful. This is easy pose where you line up the ankles and then you can prop your thighs with the blocks so that you're not gripping in the hip crease. If the folded legs together don't work, legs can go straight. You can take your blocks and you can even rest your thighs and your knees there for more support. It's an option, okay? So I'm going to stay with easy pose, Sukhasana. I'm going to pull the flesh away from the sits bones, sitting tall. We're just going to start circling the ribs here. Returning back to our internal organs, giving them a squeeze, saying hello. Oh, pumping in fresh blood. Few more circles in this direction. And then finding the opportunity, you're going to go the other way. Breathing, squeezing, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Let's come back to center. Let's take the chin forward. Inhale, exhale. And now you're going to just tuck the chin and inhale as you come up. So imagine your chin is leading. Exhale as you go down. Tuck the chin, inhale as you go up. See if you can get as much undulation as possible in the spine as you move, keeping the spine flexible, keeping the spine energized and hydrated. Let's come to stillness. Let's go the other way. Inhale, tucking the chin, coming forward, moving the spine. Exhale, the head breaks your waves. Imagine your little fish. Inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale, come forward, break the waves. Getting that fluidity in the spine. Let's do 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Very nice. From here, let's take the arms up. Inhale up. Exhale, we're going to go forward, forward, forward. The hands will land somewhere on the earth. Here, it could be static press. Here, it could be micro movements. You can choose. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to stillness, tiptoeing over to the right. And again, you could choose to be still, or maybe little rocks, little wiggles might feel good. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Arms go over to the left now. Say hello to your knee and thigh. This side might feel different than the other side, but there's no self-judgment here. You're just observing. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Hands are going to walk back towards the torso. If you've got the legs in the Sukhasana position, reverse the position of the feet. Back foot in front foot in back. Same idea. Inhale up. Exhale, going forward, forward, forward. This fold of the legs might feel different. Again, you could choose stillness in the middle or little wiggles in the middle. You can decide. Don't forget to squeeze those abdominals. Tiptoe the hands over to the right. Breathing into the back body. And then coming back to center, tiptoeing over to the left. Stretching it out, side body, squeezing the abs. Back body, getting a good stretch. Let's come back to center. Maybe you can tiptoe the fingers 1/16 of an inch farther, but maybe not. Do not force anything. Maybe the forearms can come to the earth, but maybe not. Maybe the forehead could come to the earth, but maybe not. Maybe in some other lifetime or not. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay right here. Drag the mat towards you. And I'm using my upper arms against my shins to help drag these arms like it's an isometric drag. Imagine there's a strap around your hips pulling you to the wall behind, and you're not letting the head dangle. Imagine a white light shooting out of the crown of the head here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release any kind of isometric press. Slowly walk the hands back towards the body. And let's go ahead and extend the legs long here. Oh, boy, does that feel good. Stretch them out. Let them wiggle a bit. Nice and easy. And let's take the hands behind the hips. The legs are in parallel. The feet are flexed. Let's flex the feet. Point the toes. Flexing and pointing. See if you can drop the shoulders away from the ears. Nice and gentle. You're going to circle the ankles rather. Circle them in one direction and then circle in the other as you sit tall. Yeah, you've got to sit tall. That's part of the challenge here. Flexing and pointing, circling, spreading the toes wide, 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 wide. And then let's take the legs to stillness. Take them slightly farther apart, not too much. We're going to internally rotate the legs, externally rotate. Internally and externally for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And then legs come back to stillness. If you want to shake them out, shake them out. Let's quickly face the short end of the mat if you're not already. So the knees are bent, feet in parallel, toes point forward, legs hip distance apart. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Last time, inhale forward. Let's stay back, drop shoulders away. Hands can grab behind the thighs. One lower leg, parallel. Second lower leg, parallel. Squeeze those abs for 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're grabbing behind the thighs, keep them there. Slightly open, slightly close. Slightly open, slightly close for 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 more if you can stand it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Feet come to earth. Forward one more time. Roll it down, vertebra by vertebra, onto the mat. Draw the knees and the thighs into the chest. Massage that low back. Oh, yeah. Maybe just rock side to side would feel good. Maybe circling the knees would feel good. If you're circling, be sure you go in both directions. Or it could just be side to side, east to west. You can choose. Oh, breathing. And then we're going to grab the strap if you've got one. Very quickly. Both legs come up into the air. You're going to loop the strap around the balls of both feet. If you don't have a strap, grab the backs of the thighs. The legs are going to come out into a big wide V, and we're going to rock side to side here. Just final little self-soothing rocking motion here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. And coming to stillness, legs come together, strap goes away, and you're going to draw the legs down onto the earth, Arms and legs 30 to 45 degrees. We're arriving in Shavasana, corpse pose, resting pose. Oh. So just noticing where the back body touches the earth, making any final movements you'd like to make to feel complete. And if you need to roll something under the knees to protect the low back, that's an option here. You might want to cover yourself with a blanket or add sweatshirts or socks. If flat on the back doesn't work, feet mat width apart, knees knocked together in the center, restorative rest pose, or it could be resting on your side, stacked hips and legs, arms resting on the upper, head resting on the upper arm, or legs up the wall, or sitting in a chair. You could sit with feet flat, palms resting on the thighs. And once you've organized the arms and the legs, allowing everything to relax, to let go, noticing where the body touches the earth, and just imagining we're approaching our hot tub, our favorite part here. And the feet go into that hot tub, that relaxation. It envelops the feet, the ankles, the low legs. And then the relaxation moves into the knees, permeating the complex structure of the knees. And then it moves into the thighs, allowing the legs and the feet to become very, very heavy. From there, it moves into the hips and the pelvis. The low back releases. And then from there, it moves from the belly into the waist and torso, enveloping the ribs, the heart, the lungs, the liver, kidneys, colon, spleen, pancreas, all those vital organs deeply relaxed. It moves up the chest into the shoulders and rolls down both arms, all the way to the fingertips, all the way to the fingertips. It envelops the throat and the neck, and then it envelops the head, all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases. The face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Eyes sink deep into the skull, as though a white circle of healing light envelops the entire body. Noticing back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. And here's something from the Irish poet David White, from his book Consolations, the solace, nourishment, and underlying meaning of everyday words. And the word today is despair. The antidote to despair is not to be found in the brave attempt to cheer ourselves up with happy abstracts, but in paying a profound and courageous attention to the body and the breath, independent of our imprisoning thoughts and stories, even, surprisingly, in paying attention to despair itself and the way we hold on to it, in which we realize which was never ours to own and to hold in the first place. Despair is a difficult, beautiful necessity, a binding understanding between human beings, caught in a fierce and difficult world where half of our experience is mediated by loss. But it is a season, a wave form passing through the body, and not a prison surrounding us. If you'd like to remain here in Shavasana for as long as feels right, please feel free to stay right there. But if you're ready to meet the day, begin to bring some gentle movement to fingers and toes and arms and legs. And then drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a well-deserved hug. And then rolling onto your favorite side and pausing there for just a few breaths in embryo posture. And on the next inhale, keeping the eyes closed, press yourself up into a comfortable seated posture, rooting the sits bones down into the earth, drawing the crown of the head up into the sky, scanning the body for the effects of the practice, and thanking the body for all it does all day, every day, and bringing to mind one thing for which you are grateful. And on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, Samastiti. Ring the bells that still can ring. Forget your perfect offering. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan.